exploring the different states that claim divine authority. Let's have a look into the Vatican. The Vatican is considered as a holy city-state and the seat of the divine successor of Jesus. With such title and claim, we expect greatness, a harmonious divine state led by a wise, just leader in the image of Jesus, working selflessly for the equal and peaceful coexistence of all people. But when we investigate who the Pope is and what the Vatican really is, the story is a bit different. Firstly, the Pope. While the Pope is recognized to be the vicar of Christ by 1.2 billion Catholics, he actually doesn't rule them politically, nor does he take care of their social, educational, financial and health issues. With only around 800 residents and only 450 having Vatican citizenship, a land limited to 49 hectares and citizenship exclusively granted to a few lucky employees, the clergy and the Pope, the Vatican city-state appears to be one where a privileged few live luxuriously while millions of followers, particularly in Africa, South America and Asia, who see the Pope as their leader and representative of God, are left without citizenship and die out of hunger, scarcity and poverty. The Pope claims to be the rightful heir of Jesus Christ in a long line of succession that began with Saint Peter. The records of the Catholic Encyclopedia show that the line of succession is not clear at all, and that there is no actual proof that the lineage of successors is a true one, let alone a divine one. The way of electing the Pope is actually a gross hoax. They pretend that the Holy Spirit chooses the Pope, while he is actually elected via the vote of a small and elitist group of the clergy. A brief examination of past popes reveals that many were sinful and corrupt leaders who disregarded the teaching of Jesus Christ, prioritizing personal desires for women, power and money. Money. The Vatican is a money-making machine. The visitation of the tomb of St. Peter, which actually justified the proclaimed authority, yields an astonishing revenue of dozens of millions of dollars every year. Only 10% of the annual donations, amounting to $50 million, reach those in need. According to estimates, Pope Francis' net worth is currently around $16 million, while the Catholic Church is estimated to be worth about $30 billion. We could imagine that the Bank of the Holy See prohibits usury and is an example of transparency and invests into helping the most oppressed. Not at all. The Bank of the Vatican is officially the most secret bank of the world, has a reputation of being deeply implicated in dark markets, and has been accused and tried more than once for multi-million-dollar frauds. Dark secrets, scandals and hidden criminality stick to the Vatican like flies around a carcass. Vatican City and the Catholic Church are indeed also famous not only for being accused of pedophilia and sex abuses, but also for intentionally covering them up. If this was not enough, the Catholic Church is without any doubt or objection possible among all institutions and organizations in the history of mankind, the biggest murderer of human beings. Hundreds and hundreds of millions killed through the Roman Catholic Empire's conquest, the Inquisition, the mission of evangelization, slave trade and genocide in Africa and America, and the collaboration with the Nazis in World War II. The list goes on and on. The Pope and the Catholic Church are champions of evil, so much so that they openly present a bathtub worth $2 billion in their own museum, which belonged to Nero, a cruel, eccentric psychopath who persecuted Christians, while people on earth and a great number of Catholics are suffering from hunger, poverty and scarcity. The Vatican City-State is officially and absolutely not a divine just state.